equality across science and technology industries. That's the mission taken on by Australian social enterprise group, the Girl Geek Academy. It runs workshops for girls, publishes educational resources, and importantly, worked with governments to help achieve their goal.
And in collaboration with Girl Geek Academy, author Alex Miles has written 2 books to encourage girls between 7 and 12 to engage in STEM. And to tell us more, Alex Miles and CEO of Girl Geek Academy, Sarah Moran, joins us now in the studio. Thank you very much for joining us in the studio.
Thank you for having us.
Good morning.
And congratulations on the books. They look really entertaining.
Thank you. We're celebrating today. I mean, it's just such a great thing to be able to turn the message about getting girls into STEM into something that will be embraced by popular culture. And we couldn't do that without a fabulous writer in Alex, and we're super happy about it.
And how did you tackle the book, Alex? What are you hoping to achieve from it?
Well, 2 things. Firstly, I hope it's entertaining and exciting, and because I think bringing a love of reading to kids is such a wonderful gift. But also, I hope it sparks curiosity for kids. And I think that coming to it, I knew a little bit about tech, but certainly not as much as the Girl Geek Academy girls. So it was a really good balance in the writing of it, in that I could approach it in the same way that a reader who might not have a huge tech background could. So that balance worked well in the writing. So I think kids who already have an interest in gaming or tech or making will already love it, and people who might not already discover, they might discover that love.
I was looking at the Game On, the one that you're holding right there, and the plot is that the protagonist is a skateboarder and an e-gamer, and she injures her hands dramatically before this e-sport competition.
Yes.
Was it very much part of your mind to create characters who were this cool character? Because it seems like a very cool character, someone who girls would like to be.
Yeah, and so there are 4 girls in the book, and Nikki's definitely the cool, the cool one. And she is confident, and she has embraced her geek a long time ago, and so she owns it. And the 4 girls are really quite different. So in the first book, they're thrown together to work on a school project, and it's about how different personalities are needed in the tech industry, and there are designers and people who what we call hustlers, who are the people who have the get up and go and can sell the ideas. But so I think by being able to show 4 very different types of characters, firstly, it was really fun to write, and it gives lots of conflict in the story. But also, I think it shows that in creating a girl gang, differences are actually something that's really powerful, not something to be shied away from.
Yeah.
And Sarah, as we know, and as you well know, there's a concerted attempt, has been for many years, to get more girls into science, technology, engineering and maths, and these books hopefully will go a long way towards that. But generally speaking, where do things sit at the moment in terms of the work the Academy is doing with government, with the private sector? Where are you at?
Yeah, so amazingly, I think Australia is at the forefront of making that change and bringing it about. It's definitely not the case in San Francisco and Silicon Valley. We're still way far behind on gender equality for girls in STEM and particularly technology. In the Australian games industry, we're seeing an increase in the number of women taking up the role of game creation. And we're hoping that these books will inspire that next generation by really taking it and putting it into their imagination early so they can have those career aspirations.
As you say, it's a multi-pronged approach, but actually to get them at that age where to make it cool actually is probably the key.
Absolutely. But, also in partnership with corporates creating those career aspirations and government backing it up with policy and resourcing, education in the classroom to be able to make sure that teachers are confident in teaching that sort of stuff as well.
Is there enough government involvement? Would you like to see more?
I would love to see more, and I put out that I pound the pavement, don't you worry.
Well, you do.
But, we have had meetings at a federal level and a state level and local levels as well. And there is a desire and a concerted effort, but I'm recruiting everybody. I'll tell you what, Michael, they've all got to come on board. We've all got to be a part of the Girl Geek Academy.
It's a crusade.
And you have seen progress in the time that the Academy's been going?
Yeah, absolutely. And what's really great is primary schools are really, teachers are developing their confidence around teaching coding, because to be honest, generations ago, we didn't learn this stuff. We didn't learn how to build technology because the iPhone was only invented 11 years ago. So we're seeing teachers dip their toe in the water and learn how to bring this stuff to the classroom.
Well, the books look absolutely terrific. Good luck with that. Thank you very much for coming in and explaining about the girl gangs. And I'll be actually taking a couple of copies for my girl at home.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alex and Sarah.
Thank you.
Sarah.